Friends, in this video we'll discuss how the water vapor present in the air would start condensing when it passes through a space in which the temperature is lower. So I think you can see on the screen where there is a inlet with which air and water vapor enters at a velocity of 0.3 meters per second with the water vapor volume fraction is 0.3 and air volume fraction is 0.7, and all these walls which are being placed are at a free steam temperature of 300 Kelvin and with a heat transfer coefficient of 500 watt per meter square Kelvin, right? And the inner temperature what is present before this air enters is 300 Kelvin, and the outlet is with the backflow of air with volume fraction of 1. So I'll just make you guys to go through the fluent tool and we'll just see the results how the water vapor starts condensing. So now we can see here, so it's a general model with the transient time and gravity is minus 9.81. Don't worry, I'll just attach this file to the description below. You can find the link there. And the models what I have used is multi-phase. In multi-phase I've activated Eulerian model. After activating Eulerian model, you just need to go to the materials, and in the materials, yes, on hand before you also need to activate the species transport. So after activating multi-phase, you also activate species transport and just close it. And after that, you go to the materials, and in the materials, you can find the mixture template tab. In the mixture template tab, go to edit option and try to select these two species H2O and air, and click on OK and close. And after that, you can go back to the species transport option, go to set. So you can see the phase 1 which is water liquid, and the phase 2 is the mixture template. So go for the mixture template, click OK, and the phase 2 is, you can go for phase 1 as water liquid, and phase 2 as mixture template. Okay, and again you just go to the multi-phase with the primary phase as mixture template, sorry, primary phase 1 as water liquid, and phase 2 as mixture template. So you can give phase 1 as water liquid and phase 2 as mixture template. Go to phase interactions. So drag and slip I have left it default, but in the whereas mass transfer mechanism I have selected for phase 2 species, that is water vapor, to phase 1 which is water liquid. And in the mechanism I have given evaporation condensation with the user defined function activated. So what exactly is the user defined function? I'll just show you the user defined function what I have used here. So now I am considering the speed underscore WdV is nothing but the vapor pressure that is exerted on the liquid by the vapor that is present on the top, right? So each vapor pressure would have certain temperature, saturation temperature. So if that temperature is been attained in the volume, then automatically the pressure or the vapor starts condensing. So we need to give the saturation temperature as this saturation temperature which is been calculated with respect to the vapor pressure. So when the temperature which is being present in the cell, if it is equals to the sat underscore temp which is been calculated using this p hyphen wv, then only the vapor starts condensing or the vapor will not condense. So this is very important thing which we need to imbibe in our fluent tool, so that in order to have the saturation temperature variability with respect to the vapor pressure. So I've tried to use the user defined and interpreted the udf, and I've inserted here. So you can just go to edit and you can see saturation underscore temperature, click OK, OK, and then surface tension which is present between the liquid and the gas, which is 0.072 what I have considered, and the interfacial area I have left default. Click OK. Energy on, and obviously it will be on. It need to be on because there is a heat transfer that occurs between two phases. And viscosity I have taken as a realizable k epsilon scalable wall function. Click OK, and you can go for inlet condition. boundary, in which, as I mentioned in the previous slide, so there are two phases. One is water liquid, other one is water vapor. At the inlet there is no water liquid, only water vapor is entering, with a phase fraction, with a volume fraction of zero point 0.3 for water vapor and zero point 0.7 for air. So that you can observe easily here. This is for phase 2, which is our entry. So it enters with a velocity magnitude of zero point 0.3, with obviously a fraction of H2O as yeah. So I think this is zero point 0.5, not zero point 0.3. So we can just change the values. This as zero point 0.5. Maybe I can just erase everything and I'll just make this clear. So zero point 0.5, and air also 0.5. So both intersect the same volume fractions. And we need not mention air because obviously the mass fractions ratio should be equals to 1, or and the volume fraction of this phase 2 is 1, so there is no uh, water is entering into the inlet. And I have mentioned that the volume fraction, but it's actually the species mass fraction, I forgot to say. So it's the mass fraction, not volume fraction. For multi-phase it would be volume fraction, and for species it should be a mass fraction. So click on OK. And the outlet, as I mentioned, only air is present, so you just go to the phase 2, in which there is no water vapor, only air. So that's the reason why I've given 0, with air as 1, and multi-phase the backflow volume fraction is 1, and there is no water that is present at the outlet backflow condition. So after that you can just go to methods. So I've given coupled with the wrapped phase gradient correction, and I'm going to initialization. Click on initialize. So after the initialization you need to try to pass this entire things fit according to our requirement. So we need to pass the volume which is present inside this uh, object with the air and with the temperature of 300. Yeah, we forgot other thing to show it to you. So the wall condition what we have considered. So you just go to thermal. In the convection I have given heat transfer coefficient of 500 and free stream temperature as 300. So yeah, it is now initialized. Go to patch temperature, try to patch this with the temperature of 300. And for phase 2 there is no water vapor present initially inside this volume, so I'll patch it with 0 value, and volume fraction is obviously 1. So now this entire volume is filled with air, and now in water vapor air mixture would enter with a mass fractions of 0.5 and 0.5. Now we will see how the water vapor is turning into water. So I'll just go to run calculations, and I have given my time step as 0.005 and with the number of time steps of 500. Now I'll try to click on calculate. I guess I have run the a few time steps, so now I'll just try to show the counters or conditions how exactly those are getting varied. I'll try to create a plane first. So XY plane, maybe at the center. Yeah, I've created the plane. And I'll try to counter across the plane with phase 1 as my volume fraction. Fly. I think you can see right how the water fraction is being observed. Phase 1 is nothing but the water liquid. Maybe with respect to time step also we can just check how it is getting varied. think you guys can see, right, how with respect to time, the fraction of water that is being generated. Similarly, you can try to have a look over the phase 2, which is water vapor plus air. I'll just show you the phase mass. So phase 2 volume fraction. Oh, I think it's not a correct one. Yeah, here it is, phase 2 volume fraction. So you can see here. So inside phase 2 again, there are two species. One is air, other is water vapor. So now you can see this red color portion is mostly with air, and this portion you can observe that water vapor is turning into water. That's the reason why you're able to see this. And you can go for velocities also if it's required. Just show you guys the velocity. So these are the velocities how are been getting varied on travel. I'm trying to create a volume with a volume fraction of less than that particular value with the phase fraction, phase 1 volume fraction as my variable. So I'll try to keep the render and transparency as 0.7. So now I think you can see it, right. 8 yeah. So 0.1. So you can see, right. So these are the areas where water vapor is turning into water. You can have a time step based this one also. So it will take some time because it need to render all this one. I'll just try to stop. And yeah, we can just play with all these things to include our variability in this. So maybe you can now have a velocity as your this one. So this should be mostly above value because velocity will be at a higher rate, and it cannot be this one. It should be velocity. Yeah. So this is the velocity. So you can clearly see how it has been getting varied as it flows. And this red color part portion is where water vapor is turning into water. It's visible to you, right? Hope this video has helped you guys in understanding the conversion of water vapor to water when it is flowing through any obstructions with surface heat transfer coefficient and a free stream temperature. Thank you. Please do subscribe and encourage me for doing more number of videos.